way to stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that, with a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap, that's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ooh, why you do that like that?
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Line 40!
Check 53, Mike. I can't believe they let you play.
Whoa. Slam.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
11. 53. Mike. Yeah. You don't want none. Let's go.
Back to throw. Love. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They run with Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Check safety.
11.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Matt Breida, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Down. 60 outlaw. Stay with your man. He's crashing. He's checking.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Running right, Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now a first down carry by Jones. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Check, 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 check. Pilot, 64, weak.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Ready? 50, plant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, 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 hey. I got no cement. Me. I got this. And we're going 37. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Bravo.
Check 52. Begin.
Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Trot it. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ronald Jones. Touchdown number 18 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to lead field for the wild card.
Switch. Switch. 11Z. Watch out.
Now it's Breida, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
He's got it, double up. 94 is the mark. Go.
Throwing on third down, Love. Here as he's taken down. The sack there by Rasheem Green. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Here's Sam Martin now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taking it about the 36. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Back the pass. 49. Check.
Get up.
Check 43.
Recon. 132 fighter. Get up.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 47.
These two teams all tied after one. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Sponge. No. Kill.
Ready.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Kill. Hey, watch it. Check 37.
Look at me. Zipper.
Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Fight.
On 1st down, it's Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Undercrush.
Check 4.
Protein spill. Now.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go. Get the speed grip.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
61, matchbox lights.
Here's Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This is Breida. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a give to Breida. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try the air now with Locke. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Christian Kirk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Now the try here for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Saints 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set, 8, read.
In your face.
Check, 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 check. Tight on, tight on, tight on. Look, squeeze.
On first down, Hill. And his throw here's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down.
Smooth. Switch. And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Now.
We're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Know your job.
Hey, Alpha.
37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Go.
From the gun, here's Hill. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here comes the Saints punter now. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Corey Littleton there on the tackle. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
Watch the twist.
The final shot before the break. Lock. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Ready, ready. 60 yards.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Hey, box drop.
Now on 2nd and 16. Hill looking deep for Julio. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Switch gears.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9. Luck. That's into the hands of Pascal. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Second. 622. Hey, check. Whip. Watch the whip. 11B. Check it out,
Right back to him on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
From the 31, Luck under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To throw is Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He's got a first down past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Room here to run. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have retaken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
Check 44.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Luck now to throw. Got his target, Samuel. The end result, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Eagles.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Luck. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. Luck now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now a give running left is Breida. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce and might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just check it.
Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Jones. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try the right side with Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, it's Jones. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's our time. It's our time. Say.
Go. Ready?
Now a give right side. Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. This is Jones. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Easy, alert. 11Z. Check.
Here we go on 4th. Rock. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 22. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.